I fucked up. Restart that. Start right now.
All right. Thursday Night Football is the Minnesota Vikings versus the LA Chargers. Honestly, it was kind of a barn burner. Carson Wentz looked like shit. He was hurt, but I mean, still, he's not going to be the quarterback for them much longer. And now he's hurt, so he's not going to be. The Chargers looked really good. Herbert was throwing pretty lights out. He did have one interception, but he was 18 for 25 for 227 yards with 3 touchdowns. So played pretty good. Their run game was pretty good as well. But a big takeaway was Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey balled out. He's the wideout. He had 6 receptions for 88 yards and a touchdown. He's just he's kind of like their solid guy. He seems like he's Herbert's go-to now, between him and Keenan Allen, of course. But yes, Thursday Night Football, kind of boring. But they did have they were running pretty well too. They had 207 rushing yards on 43 carries.
There we go.
Between the whole team. But I don't know. It was kind of just a barn burner. It didn't really show me anything new. I kind of figured the Minnesota Vikings were going to be a rough team this year because they're just bouncing between quarterbacks.
I thought the Vikings were actually supposed to be good. The only thing I did learn...
Well, I anticipated that before the season started.
What I did learn was the Vikings had the shittiest defense out there. What the fuck's that all about?
Yeah, the defense definitely...
The defense definitely shit the bucket. That's not what you want. It's definitely not ideal either. So, shit the bed that way is not the way we want to start going into the season. We're about to the midway point of the season at this point. We're week 9. An 18-week season, and Cole's already 1 beer in.
I gotta go grab another one. I'll probably
beer
bring
in.
a case in.
Yeah, fucking, I guess so, right? Well, we're already week 9, going into the NFL. Thursday night recap wasn't all that good. Not all that good. It was great. Cole did a great job over there. But here we go. We got our main man coming back, but Thursday night was okay. We're going into injuries and some trade rumors. Of course, you guys all know our main man, Scattaboo. The hero of this season's draft, the hero story of the NFL. Cam Scattaboo goes down with a dislocated ankle. They will not give us a timeline update on that.
It's going to take forever. That's why.
They will not be giving us a timeline update on that.
The dislocation's arguably worse than him just breaking it, so...
And we don't know. They said everything went good in the room, or in the locker room, everything like that. They said it was okay once they transported him to the hospital, but all in all, it was okay. They survived a well-in night. Giants do end up losing to the Eagles. Eagles are looking like they found themselves a sense of identity. Drink a beer like Modelo. Drink a real beer like a Modelo.
A Modelo?
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm okay. They're all right, but I'm okay. I like my Coors Banquet.
Going into it, though, we do got some trades happening, going all around. So Cole's got the trades on it this week. Going to let us know. We're going to break it down. Honestly, we're actually kind of moving fairly quick. We don't have everybody in here,
but it's all right.
It's all right.
We're going to be editing this up. You can watch it on YouTube.
What's up, Benny? What is up, Benny? How you doing, Benny?
Ben. What's up, Ben? But no, yeah, we're gonna go into the trade prospects. So obviously there's a lot of kind of small name, lower end players that I'm not really gonna cover. I'm kind of just gonna go over the big ones that I'm thinking either might happen or have happened. Eagles to get scattered. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but
Eagles had to get Scattaboo was targeted.
It's the hip drop tackle.
It could be,
he
yeah.
He just got his legs rolled up on him. That's pretty common, but
no cash out.
No, trade prospects. One of the big ones I'm noticing is Breece Hall. I don't know how you think about that, but
Breece Hall, he definitely balled out this week. He doesn't want to leave the Jets.
He doesn't want to, but this is the thing. The Jets are 1-7 right now. They're definitely probably leaning towards a rebuild, and this is the final year of Breece Hall's contract.
Breece Hall.
If you're the Jets and you want to rebuild, you should probably trade him right now. You're going to get your most value out of him.
Absolutely.
And a potential landing spot I can see for that is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs do need a running back. They do need a target that's not going to be...
Well, and he's a good receiving back.
He is a good receiving back. I mean, they do have Isaiah Pacheco who likes to run like a fucking...
I could see him being more like the third down back. Yeah, third down back.
But they also have 3 third down backs. So, I don't know. I feel like at that point we would lose out on Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco has fallen in the... not the leaderboards, but he's fallen in the fucking column of where he starts. He's second running back now. He's lost his job to our main man, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt has made his way back into the starting position at Kansas City. What a weird way to go. He did have himself a night. He did score 2 touchdowns on that Monday Night Football game, which was not terrible, actually. Not terrible to watch. The game was a blowout. The Chiefs did end up winning a fat win on Monday night, so that's my cap. We're kind of jumping. However, they did have a little bit of a blowout win, but you know, the Commanders played some solid defense for what it looked like. When they were,
it's kind of just they got worn down. Like,
they got worn
after
down.
halftime. They got worn down. They were playing a great half.
The most Chiefs stat you can ever hear, though, is that they have fumbled 8 times and not lost one of the fumbles. So the Chiefs have fumbled 8 times and recovered all 8 of the fumbles.
That's the fucking Chiefs.
We'll get back into more of the Monday Night Football.
All right, but on to another prospect.
More trades.
Another trade prospect that I've been kind of seeing and hearing about is Jacoby Myers. The Raiders have stated that they're willing to keep Jacoby because they're trying to hold out for a strong trade for him. But I think he's a great wide receiver too. I think he's a reliable wide receiver too. Yes, he's not the best, but he does have some pretty strong hands. And I can see some landing spots. I can see him going to the Steelers. I could really see him going to the
Steelers as a wide receiver too.
Yes, as a wide receiver too, because they still do have Metcalf.
Well, they got fucking.
But I could see him going back to the Patriots too.
The Pats. No, the Pats already got. They got Booty out there. They don't need him. He'd basically just be a useless kind of a player. Where I feel like Jacoby Myers would fit in real well right now is that the Jets are really trying to rebuild. They do have an offense. They can go get him. Jacoby Myers is probably cheap. They can get him for a couple million a year, and he's a good wide receiver too. And they do have Garrett. Jason Garrett and Jacoby Myers actually might not be bad.
That would be kind of a good duo. All right, and then on to my third trade prospect is Trey Hendrickson. He's the edge rusher for the Cincinnati Bengals. It's kind of like a weird one. I'm only saying this because the team is hurting. They have
17 views, by the way. Everybody in here, hello. If you got an account, everybody say what's up. Keep moving on. Sorry.
Yeah, Trey Hendrickson. Why trade him? The team's hurting. The team just has a lot of injuries this year, and he was the sack leader in 2024, so he definitely still has the value to kind of carry him into the trade. The Bengals, they did say that they don't want to trade him, but with his kind of talent, teams will push to try to get it. Potential landing spots on him, San Francisco 49ers, because Bosa's out. They could really want to have another. Yeah,
but having Trey Hendrickson, they have no money to give out. They just gave out Trey Hendrickson. They did pay him also. If they're going to trade him, there's not really a real reason to trade Trey Hendrickson. I know people keep wanting him because the Bengals are dog shit. The Bengals could trade for picks, but that's all I know.
Do you know how old he is, Hendrickson? I feel like he's been in the league for.
Hey, Charlie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Trey Hendrickson, I actually don't know his age. I don't know how
I feel like he's been in the league. If any of you guys know his age, feel free to comment.
And bring it on, X200. Don't know who you are, don't know what you made it in here, but go ahead. There it is. Thank you so much for dropping that follow. I appreciate you a ton.
And the fourth, Reek Woolen, the cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks. I just think he's also another great trade candidate. Seattle has stated they are open and they're shopping interests in him. He's strong. He's got the size. He's got the speed traits. He fits a man-to-man system really well. And potential landing spots for him, I could see him going to the Detroit Lions or the Tampa Bay Bucks because they're both kind of hurting in the secondary. Bucks not so much, but the Lions are 1,000% hurting in the secondary.
I need to get my main man to the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones, if you need somebody to, do your bidding, call me up because you kind of are pissing me off. I know you say you have a plan. I've seen all that shit. But my problem is why are we not acting? Our defense, our offense is ranked number 1. Our defense can't stop a nosebleed. Yet again, the Cowboys did get their ass fucking handed to them. I won't lie, the Cowboys got their ass handed back to them. But here's what I'll tell you. The Cowboys have what it takes. We got our number 1 tight end, or not tight end, middle linebacker. He's coming back in. So once we get Overshown back in, we should be okay in the middle. Our run game is actually pretty solid. We're not letting people run all over us. We are stopping the run, except for last week against the Broncos. But there's no reason when you score 24 points that you should have to be. Are they talking shit right now?
No, he says I need to slug a beer. I'll chug a beer. I ain't gonna slug one.
Oh yeah, no, we're not slugging. But
Gotta drive home.
at that point, you know, the only thing I can say is the Cowboys, like all things said, Cowboys should not be losing games when they score 28 points or more. If they can at least stop themselves down to that, that'd be great. I love it. But, you know, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. They can't. What kind of laptop is it? It is a MacBook.
A little older one. But
no, it's a brand new MacBook. It's brand new. But, so. I don't know. When it comes to the Cowboys, that's kind of what we're looking at there. However, are the Bills back after beating the Panthers? Bills beat the Panthers 40-9.
Honestly, it wasn't shocking. The Panthers are just such a... They're a 500 team. That's
Panthers
what they
won
are.
four
They're
straight.
4-4.
They won 4 straight.
They're
They
4
beat
straight.
the Cowboys.
Yeah, they did beat the
And a
Cowboys.
walk-off field goal, however. But
I mean, I went into that game knowing the Bills did exactly what they should have done. They should have stomped the Panthers. And they
James
did it.
Cook also had himself a day for 216 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Lord.
Yeah, I had him in fantasy. I know he at least scored 38 points. If you have bonuses like most leagues do, I know if he got 100, he had 2 bonuses he hit. That means he got 4 extra points just off that, and he also had an extra 5 points each.
You know, you just got to know Josh Allen loves that.
Josh Allen loves
when
that.
When you can have a good run game and Josh Allen can actually kind of sit back and do the quarterback role and not have to run the ball as much too. I mean, he's probably just fucking cheesing ear to ear.
The Bills and fantasy on the bench. Now, if we were around, Andrew, what's your record? Everybody that's in fantasy football, if you can just type in your records right now, I want to see where we're at. That way I can get you. We're going to talk some fantasy here in a little bit. We've got a couple of other topics going on. I got to, see what we got popping. But that's what we got going on right now at the moment. Next, we got the Ravens. Are the Ravens back with Tyler Huntley? They got
Lamar should be back, right?
Lamar will be back either next week or the week after. So they may or may not be back, but they let him sit down another week. So
it's probably smart. Like there's no real rush to get him back in. They're not playing the best.
They are
you don't
now.
need your franchise quarterback coming back too early and being out indefinitely.
I don't think the Ravens are back. I think the Ravens are not back. It was a fluke. I think the Bears just had a rough week. The Bears are actually a pretty solid team. However, I don't have trust in Caleb Williams at all.
I started him in fantasy, and let me tell you, it was a mistake.
Having Caleb Williams is not necessarily the best. I mean, however, I won't lie, he did go off for 285 yards. That's
just
pretty sweet.
No touchdown passes.
No touchdown passes. That guy can't throw. He couldn't throw the rock to anybody but somebody with a purple jersey. So I don't know where he got his CTE from, but he's wearing the wrong colors in his brain. The Ravens do get a win though, 30-16, and a nice come from behind win. Actually, they were down. Actually, no, they weren't. It was 13-16 in the final quarter of the game, and they ended up getting 2 picks, sealed the deal. I do not believe the Ravens are back. The Ravens, I don't believe, are a team to beat. They're not what they once were. I get it. They have Lamar coming back, and I get it. They have Derrick Henry. However, Derrick Henry is finally catching up to the fucking clock. The clock is finally grabbing him.
You can definitely tell he's
21 carries for 71 yards. Brother. Yeah,
that's rough. That's rough.
Father Time has found his way.
I mean, he's still averaging 3 yards a carry in that game, which is good. I mean, on paper, you were giving him the ball all 4 downs. You are getting a first down, which is good. But fuck, dude, 21 carries for 71 yards. He had no breakout runs. His longest run was a 10-yard run. So he's just looking. He's not getting past the second level. He's getting past the first level, but he's not getting past those linebackers and the DBs.
And that's what Derrick Henry used to be famous for. Getting past level 1 to get into the breakout area. That's where you get those stiff arms. That's where you get hit by the habuga. And you don't want to get hit by the habuga. No, you don't. Looking at it next, I believe the Texans are a sneaky silent team. They are sneaky. They will come and get you.
They still have a young quarterback, so at the end of the day, I mean, it really is going to come down to the quarterback play. I feel like for Houston, he played really good last year. I was very impressed by C.J. Stroud last year. He's still doing pretty decent this year. They are 3-4. Well, yeah, 3-4, but they definitely have hope. It rides on C.J. Stroud's shoulders.
Absolutely, it does. C.J. Stroud, he's become the guy. He's definitely becoming the guy you want to be. Keep an eye out for. He's being quiet. He definitely got humbled. I mean, he sees the He sees the media, but he did go through for 318 and 2 touchdowns, which is that's it. Dodgers taking L tonight. That is our next category. We'll be getting right into that.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Fuck the Dodgers.
I don't even like Canada, but fuck the Dodgers.
We're going straight for Canada. Benny, your team, get Ben. Next, I know we're looking at some other teams here. However,
hold on, I did want to talk real quick though about the 49ers.
Get in.
The 49ers had so much success last week running the football team. They were running the ball. Then they go into this week. Christian McCaffrey had 8 carries. 8 carries. He had 40 the week prior, and you won the football game. What made you decide let's throw it 32 times with Mac Jones? What changed? Did they see something in Houston's secondary that they thought they could exploit?
Probably, but I mean, Houston's secondary, yeah, Brock Purdy, that's the thing. Brock Purdy is not in, and I think they wanted to see what Mac Jones, his capability was if they didn't have Christian McCaffrey. However, we don't know Brock Purdy's without Christian McCaffrey. I don't believe that this team's record does not represent who they are.
Well, honestly,
I do not believe they are 5-3.
The Niners, what's the backbone of the Niners? It's McCaffrey in the run game. McCaffrey had no receptions.
None.
No, he did. He had 3. He had 3 for 43. So he did decent in the reception game, but still, they're not utilizing McCaffrey as much. And yes, the Texans might have ran, double teams against McCaffrey. But in that case, that should have opened up George Kittle. That should have opened up way more players.
And Kittle did get a touchdown, though.
He did finally get the
touchdown.
touchdown.
And Tonga. So they are utilizing their tight ends in a pretty good way.
I just think they dropped the ball in the run game. Like, you ran the fuck out of the rock a week prior. Maybe their thought, let's switch it because Houston maybe was anticipating it, but they looked unstoppable running the ball.
How many times did Matt get sacked? I think Matt got sacked like 5 times.
2.
No, speaking of sacked 5 times, if you had the Cleveland Browns as your defense, Myles Garrett, what an animal. Myles Garrett, hold on tight. I believe the Browns are coming. All right, the Browns are getting you a team. They don't have an offense. They got an offensive line, but they don't have a quarterback that can read a D. All right.
And he just signed an extension with them, and I'm sure he's a little upset. You're getting kind of blown out by the Patriots.
The Patriots are fucking them.
They are good.
Let's not, say that they're not. Benny, if you want to catch a 1v1 anytime, anywhere. I've been trying to get this going for a while. Anytime.
Okay, what kind of 1v1?
Anywhere.
What kind of 1v1? What are we talking about? Oklahoma drills?
Oklahoma drills, you're done. Packers versus Steelers. I still don't believe the Pack has what it takes.
You don't think the Packers?
Enrique, what's up? Mwah! I don't think the Packers have what it takes. I do not believe that their defense is real. Steelers, I don't believe they're real either.
I think the Steelers.
Drake May.
Drake May is looking like him. Like we said last week, I mean, it really kind of does look like they replaced Tom Brady with a future Tom Brady. I don't know if he can ever live up or fill those shoes, but time will tell.
Times will tell.
Jordan Love balled out, though. What are you talking about, dude? Jordan Love was 29 for 37, 360 yards.
The Steelers' defense is the most paid in the league, and they let that happen. 3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row. They let the Jets score 38 points on them, by the way.
Bro, Josh Jacobs didn't even have the leading rushing yards.
No, he didn't. He didn't. Josh Jacobs didn't do shit. Pissed me off. Cole, you were a Drake May doubter preseason.
Oh, 100% I was, and I've been proven wrong so far. So far, I have been proven wrong. But we'll see. He's young. So we'll see, towards the tail end of the seasons where he's really going to have to prove himself. And I don't even know what their schedule looks like. They might be playing harder teams in the back half of the year. They might be playing easier teams. But I have been proven wrong. Up until this point, I will admit, Drake May has proven me wrong. But we'll still see it. I'm still a slight doubter. I'm a doubter if they make it to the playoffs. I don't think Drake May has playoff in him yet.
Whoa.
I don't think it's a bold take, but I don't think he has it yet.
Shit.
What's Drake May on? His second, third season?
Drake May in his second season.
Yeah, he's just young. And honestly, that's no spite towards him.
He did cook the best defense in the league last week. Kobe, I see you. I see you, Kobe. All right, but we got Buccaneers versus Saints in a dog shit game. The only thing that the Buccaneers could take away from that game is the defense. They had a guy, I can't remember his name, we're going to find out, Anthony Nelson.
The big boy.
Anthony Nelson is a backup. 19 views, by the way. If you're not following, drop a fucking follow right now. Just because the Buccaneers defense puts them belt to ass, just like that. Whoosh,
against a dog shit Saints. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Spencer Rattler hater.
Oh yeah, well,
I will
he's
hate on
benched.
him.
Spencer Rattler is gone.
Good, get him off the field. That guy's a cancer for an organization. I saw clips of him in high school and college. He is not a friendly guy.
Yeah.
He seems like a point the finger at everybody else, and it's fucking him.
But I am going to give the credit to where credit is due. Anthony Nelson, he was a start, or he was a backup guy, you know. And you know what they say in the NFL, if you get your chance, don't let anybody take it back. That guy came in as a second string defensive end, comes in, he gets 2 sacks in his first ever start and a pick 6 in his first start to show that he is the guy that deserves to be in the spot.
Don't forget though, he did truck Spencer Rattler to get in the end zone, and that's my favorite part of that whole clip. Is not the pick, not the batted ball for the pick. It's literally him trucking the quarterback and then running 1 yard into the end zone.
Absolutely.
Just to rub it in his face a little
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tua Tagovailoa.
But Baker did play. I want to stay on that just one quick more second. Baker did play pretty decent. He didn't play great. He didn't have any touchdown passes. But if you're not going to have any touchdown passes, don't throw interceptions, and that's what he did. He gave his team a shot. He gave his team a shot.
Has been doing that. And Sean Tucker, after Kobe gets a trade for the man named Rachaad White, who puts up 8 points, Sean Tucker becomes the lead carrier with 42 yards and a touchdown just to piss off Kobe after he trades. I saw that. If you do have Rachaad White, I believe, carry on to him. We'll get into fantasy. It's going to come up after the World Series talk. But if you do have Rachaad White, it's almost time to put Bucky Irving on the bench. They're not telling us the truth about that injury. Sorry I didn't get into that when we were talking about injuries. However, Bucky Irving is in a sling in his arm, and they're telling me it's an ankle injury. We getting real here? I'm actually going to get real close. I want to talk to you guys about this right now. Why is Bucky Irving in a fucking sling? All right? If Bucky Irving is in a sling, why are you telling me it's an ankle injury? Okay? I don't believe that this is real shit. Are they trying to trade Bucky Irving? Do they like Rachaad White more? And is it because of his last name? Is it White? I don't know.
His last name. Is it White?
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a beer.
Hey guys, he's a fucking cheater. There's still a sip in here. There's a sip in here. He's a cheating man. That's crazy. Yeah, Bucky Irving was caught in a sling, though, and they are trying to say something about a leg injury. It's pretty goofy. We'll see what happens with that. We'll let time tell on that one as well. And now I'm going to talk about the Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans look like shit. They're definitely not a good team. They're lost. I mean, Cam Ward, he didn't play terribly bad. He did have an interception, but their run game was really weak. They only had 25 total carries for 113 yards. It's just, they were averaging 4.5 yards a carry essentially with the totals. They should have just kept running the ball. I think a lot of teams in the NFL struggle with the fact, just run the ball more. If you run the ball, it opens up your pass game. If your pass game starts getting good, well, guess what? It opens up your run game, but you have to start somewhere. Either start with the passing or start with the run. I like starting with the run because I was a running back. But fuck, pound the goddamn rock. Pound the rock.
Well, running the ball is the way to go in the NFL. If you watch every...
Just run the ball. It's how you have to start the game, in my opinion. If you have a solid run game, you will win the game. Obviously, there's a lot of other factors, but you have to have a solid run game.
And I know, Marcus, you just pulled in. Thank you for making it in. I appreciate you. We will be having baseballs coming up. I'm trying to get all of our baseball fans in here. I know I've got 3 or 4 in right now. We'll be coming up. We're gonna push that down one more slot. We're gonna keep going with football even after. So, yeah, when it comes to that, we're gonna go right into MVP votes. We're looking at our new week. We're gonna go look at straight of the odds. Okay. Cole did not miss work today.
I didn't miss work.
He was at work.
I called this, Marcus. I called this. I said first thing Marcus is gonna say when he gets in the chat is that I missed work. I had a long flight and I'm tired. Okay, I'm sorry. Still just loving it. Just loving it.
Who's got the best footwork on the
booked
pitch
their flights
right now?
It was very annoying. I spent 7 hours, 6 hours in the LA airport. Or not the LA airport, the Vegas airport, and I wanted to die. I couldn't find a damn comfortable chair in that place.
Who is the best pit work? Fucking Jesus Christ. Best footwork on the pitch right now. What are you saying right now?
Are you talking baseball? I mean, Or
Best
we talk
footwork.
quarterbacks pitching to the toss. Like, what are we talking about here?
Ben, get your football knowledge up. Jesus Christ. All right. MVP votes. We are going to be talking. Everybody drop your votes in right now. I am heavily moving toward the main man that we're going to call not Mac Jones. It's not Drake May.
Who's the main man?
It's not even going to be
Baker?
It's not going to be Baker.
No Baker.
You know, I believe it's time for the NFL to make a change and take this fucking quarterback. And we're going to keep this fucking quarterback award. We're going to get rid of Valen. It's going to go to the goddamn running back of the Colts.
The dog.
The motherfucking animal.
Dude, he's a fucking
He is
menace.
animal. The running back of the Colts. Why can I not think of his name? Is it Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. He has 143 carries on the year. That's first place. He has 850 yards. That's first place. And he has 12 touchdowns. That's first place.
That is actually as many as some of the teams that have touchdowns total. 12 touchdowns total from Jonathan Taylor. If this isn't the best offense in the league, he's the best player in the league. Not only should he win the MVP because he is averaging how many yards a carry? 5.9 yards per fucking carry. Okay? Jesus Christ. No way. 5.9 yards a carry. That means if you hand him the ball twice, you're getting a first down.
Did you see the clip of the new owner? So the Colts' new owner has been notorious for being on the sidelines, taking notes with the headset on. She's like fully involved.
Woman, by the way.
Coach.
Woman.
Everybody was saying she was writing her grocery list down. I don't think so. I think she was writing down, give the ball to Jonathan.
And she's writing down how we're going to win the Super Bowl. We got a woman over here, and her first year as the owner, and she's going to take control. The women of the future.
Women.
My lady's been telling me this for years. The women of the future.
I mean, we got women ref now.
Oh yeah, women
owners,
women coaches, women owners. Yeah, and you know what?
A female kicker one day.
Female kicker one day. Maybe.
I don't know if they'll let that happen.
Cataboo, we did talk about Scattaboo, but if you want to bring it back up,
we'll
we
bring
can
it
talk
back
about it.
I'm upset with Scattaboo because I mean, he is the CTE guy.
Of course he is.
He probably would have gotten a serious head injury if he didn't dislocate his ankle. But it's upsetting that he dislocated his ankle because I truthfully think if he would have broke it, he would have had a better recovery. The dislocation can just entail so much more shit. Like, who's to say he didn't tear a bunch of shit in his ankle on top of it? So he's dead. I think he's out for the season.
He's out for the rest of the season.
He's not coming back this year for sure.
I've heard that they won't give us a timeline, Nicholas Maselli. They won't give us a timeline, but here's what they're giving us: is it is at least a year-long injury. So we have a year starting calendar now. So 365 days bare minimum. We won't be seeing Cam Scattaboo until mid to late season next year. Also, Nick, you haven't followed.
He's gonna keep saying it.
Anyway, but yes, when you talk about which team has the better youth academy long-term, better long-term academy is always going to be the Packers. The Packers have the youngest team right now. The Packers have been killing it. They draft so well young. They draft like old NFL used to. They develop your players behind another player. They draft somebody to develop.
Yeah, Jordan Love was behind Aaron Rodgers when he was still there, and Aaron Rodgers knew that he was going to be replaced. And I think it was a good replacement.
So, yeah, I mean, they have had the three of quarterbacks that have lasted them forever. They had Brett Favre, who taught Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. Then they shipped him out to fucking Vikings. Yep. Then they draft Jordan Love in the first round, who he ends up being, he sits behind A-Rod for 2 years, comes out, and he's playing some lights-out football. He's playing smart football, and he learned from one of the best players ever. And that's the thing that the NFL doesn't do anymore, is they don't develop players. They draft these players, and I understand. They did look mid against the Steelers. You're not wrong, and that's what I was telling you.
But the Steelers do have a hit-or-miss defense.
They actually have the highest paid defense in the league, which is insane.
And when the Steelers defense is playing true Steeler defense football, they're back to the steel curtain. They really have the potential, but they just didn't do that last week. But I think they did play really good.
The Steelers are done for a while. I believe that they have no quarterback prospects. This year's quarterback draft class is terrible. I mean, they've got terrible picks. I mean, there's nobody I can think of. So, unfortunately, the Love is overrated.
You think Love's overrated?
Love?
I don't think Love's overrated. Not yet, at least. Just because, what is he in his fifth, sixth year? year?
Fourth year? Fourth or fifth
Somewhere
year.
in that range.
I don't think Love's overrated. I believe the Packers are overrated. That's what I said. I said I don't believe that the Packers record reflects their team. I think they're more of like a 3 or a 4-3 team or whatever. They should have at least 3 losses. I don't believe that their record is proving what they have.
Okay, well, just look at this. Okay?
Also, 21 viewers right now. We are hitting heights we've never hit. If you can drop a follow, I'd appreciate the fuck out of that. It helps us so much. Thank you for watching.
Let's go.
YouTube video we are going to post up right after tonight, so that way you can watch it. We didn't do it that well last week, but it will be there.
Yeah, we're learning. We're going to try to break it up into clips so it's a little easier to watch. You're not sitting there for 2 hours on a video. Try to break it up into like 10-minute categories, 15-minute categories. So that'll get better. But let's go to the Packers' schedule so far. So they beat the Lions week 1. That was, I would say it was impressive, but it is week 1.
But you got to remember, the Lions also lost their offensive coordinator.
Exactly.
They had to go through some stuff as well.
So they were learning. But then they did beat Washington 27-18.
Wrong.
That, I believe that's a good win. They lost to Cleveland 13-10. So yes, the Packers definitely can have the chance of being that hit or miss team. They tied the Dallas Cowboys 40-40. They beat the Bengals. The Bengals obviously without a starting quarterback. Well, yeah, they do have one, but
they don't
have
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow.
Then they beat the Cardinals, which the Cardinals, in my opinion, are also just hit or miss. They have good weeks, bad weeks. They beat the Steelers, but they didn't beat them by a crazy amount. They beat them by 10. But now, okay, so now for the future of the Packers season, they're going to be playing the Panthers. They should win that game. Then they play the Eagles. That's going to be a true test. Then they play the Giants. They should win that game. Then Minnesota. They should win.
Cakewalk schedule.
This is going to be. I think the biggest proving ground for the Packers is going to be Week 13 against Detroit again. Just because Detroit's kind of found their meadow. They found what they're going to do. They found their meadow a little bit more. So we'll see what they do Week 13 against the Lions. Then they got the Bears. That should be. You never know with the Bears. It is a division game for them. So we'll see. Then
Packers on the Bears. Packers on winning. Packers will make top 3. They're going to be a top 3 team in the NFL.
What's the Cowboys record?
I don't believe the Cowboys record. The Cowboys have the #1 offense in the league, but actually I think they fell down. I think they fell down to like the 3rd defense after this week. They are a good offensive team. They will score points on you every week. However, our defense can't stop a nosebleed if you gave them a paper towel. They couldn't figure it out.
And honestly, just because of that, the Cowboys probably won't have a deep playoff run. They maybe can hit the wild card, but
they might hit a wild card.
Without the defense wins you the championships. The defense gets you there.
Yeah, and there's a whole play, and if you ever played Madden NCAA, it's all called Tampa 2. That's literally a whole defense made by Tampa in 2002 when they won their first Super Bowl. They literally won. I couldn't tell you a single player they had, but they did have one of the best defenses possibly ever. So the Cowboys, yes, they are good and they are bad, but I also want to tell you when it comes to the Cowboys defense, not only are we terrible, but we are depleted. They are calling me. They've called me multiple times to go play defensive end out there or defensive back at cornerback safety, and I've had to tell them no because I don't want to be embarrassed.
We got a comment though. Who's going to win the NFC West? That's the San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, Arizona Cardinals, Seattle Seahawks. Ooh, I'm actually kind of pulling either between probably the Rams and the Seahawks.
It's the Rams. The Rams are going to win it. They have Puka Nacua. They were able to find a way for 2 years. The Cowboys will not make a playoff run, by the way. Also, the lady on the sidelines for the Colts is the owner, and they are not an underrated team. I think they can win the Super Bowl. I think they can win the AFC. They'll be the #1 seed.
The big thing with the Colts is they got the defense to match the offense. Yes, their quarterback is in the past been hit or miss, but he's playing really good this year. And if you have a great defense to match that, it's just gonna perpetuate. It's gonna be a snowball. I really do think the Colts have a really good shot this year of making deep playoff run, and I like the Colts.
The Colts, we'll give you our standings here in a couple minutes. We'll give you our top 10.
Yeah.
But I believe the Colts are the #1 team. You'll hear me say that.
I'll agree with that.
I said it last week. Nobody wanted to hear me on that, but now everybody's starting to hear that shit. So I don't know. I know ball. You can suck my nuts. Next, Benny is an AI copy. And CJ Stroud, is he the best quarterback the Texans have ever had? I will say the answer is no.
Who's the best quarterback?
You never watched Diddy? What's his name? I can't think of his name. What's his name? He plays for the Browns right now.
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun
Watson, yes, was.
Diddy Watson on the Cleveland Browns was him.
No, on the Texans.
Diddy Watson was a freak for real. Diddy Watson was probably the best quarterback that they've ever had. But you got to remember the Texans came into franchise around 2000, so they're still pretty young. Still wide receiver 1 to fight. No, Justin Jefferson is not wide receiver 1. Broncos make a comeback and take division. Hot take. I think they have the division. I don't even think they come back and take it.
Well, you still have the Chiefs in that division, and you have the Chargers. So I mean, the Raiders obviously are already wiped out. You can literally count them out. They're not in it. But the Chargers, I think, arguably.
Enrique, what are your thoughts on the Broncos? You're there. That's your team. We're talking your team right now. I need Enrique to tell me what you think.
Sean Payton winning another Super Bowl. I would honestly kind of hate that. I'm not a Sean Payton fan.
I hate Sean Payton.
Sean Payton got caught for paying players to target other kids and other people. So I'm not a Sean Payton fan, but
Bengals will not come back and take their division.
They won't.
Unfortunately, although their division is dog shit, I won't lie. I mean, it's anybody's division actually. I think it's the Steelers. The Steelers own it. If Sean Payton can actually call some dog-gam runs, we have a chance.
I agree. I was just talking about that earlier. Every team needs a strong run game.
J.K. Dobbins is an animal though, and he did fucking pound our shit. Actually, J.K. Dobbins didn't do shit. It was their rookie that they had. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, MVP race, I'm going back to the Colts. Jonathan Taylor, he should be the MVP. If not, it should be followed up with Daniel Donners. Indiana Jones, dare I say. I know I said Baker Mayfield last week, but he just has no weapons, and he can't. He's been playing smart football, and he's been still leading his teams to wins, but it's over.
Just real quick, let's just talk top of each conference right now. So in the AFC East, you have the Patriots at 6-2 with the Bills right behind them by a game. That's going to be a fun division to watch the stretch. The Miami Dolphins are at 2-6. Jets are at 1-7. They're you can almost already rule them out. Okay, AFC North, you got Pittsburgh Steelers, you got the Bengals, you got the Baltimore Ravens, you got Cleveland Browns. That division, in my opinion, is still pretty open. I mean, Pittsburgh's in the lead with a 4-3 record. Bengals are one game behind. But really, they're all in it still.
Shadur's okay. Honestly, I don't think Shadur's a bad player. He's just bad for the locker room.
And honestly, we just don't know what Shadir is really like because he hasn't really played yet. So, I mean, in preseason, he had a couple big plays, but we'll see. I kind of want to see him start maybe sometime this year. I think it wouldn't hurt. They're 2-6. You should probably put your rookie in towards the end of the year and give him several reps. So.
Their rookie is in.
Oh, I forgot they got Gabriel in.
Yeah, Gabriel.
You can leave Gabriel in, I think, for still a couple more weeks, but you need to give Sanders a shot.
And like I said, the Browns are in just a bad spot. They manage their team terribly.
They always do. They're paying so many quarterbacks that aren't on their team.
5 quarterbacks. I'm going to pull up this graphic. I'm going to get real close and personal to you guys here. I'm going to pull up who the Browns are paying right now. Give me just a second. I'm going to get real close to the mic.
While he's doing that, I'm going to talk to you guys still just some more. Okay, so the AFC South. We got the Colts, we got the Jaguars, we got the Texans, we got the Titans. What's the record number of head coaches? Honestly, Nick, I am not sure, but it's probably the fucking Browns that have the record. Ben just said, are the Browns so legitimate Super Bowl contender?
Ben, I could
kill you. Window closed and Josh Allen's turnover issues and the defensive injuries piling up. I think they're still a contender just because if you're going to injuries, just because the injuries are kind of all over the NFL. It's kind of open for everybody. But I don't know. The Bills have the potential half the time, and half the time they don't. They're just still a hit or miss team.
I agree that nobody has the time to build a team anymore. I was saying that earlier. Nobody builds teams anymore. They just need instant wins, and that's the problem. We're going to go to the talking booth. Give us just 2 seconds while the graphics loads. But as you can see, they're paying these many quarterbacks. They're paying 8 quarterbacks, actually. I was wrong.
Dude, they're still paying. Dude, like, that's insane. You can't be a successful team if you're going to be paying all these quarterbacks that aren't even playing for you.
They lost 8,000. Dorian Thomas Robinson.
Who the fuck is
Who
that?
is that? Who is Dorian Thomas Robinson? If somebody can send me some film of Dorian Thomas Robinson, I'll put it up on the film right now. Bailey Zappi on the practice squad, 315,000. I mean, they're dropping so much money.
Look at Joe Flacco, almost $1 million.
They still owe Joe Flacco $1 million.
And he's not even on the team.
Jameis Winston is a fucking New York Giant.
Backup.
Diddy Watson, 35.5 or 35.9 million, and he's on the physically unable to perform list, recovering from an Achilles tear. They're literally terrible. All right, we're gonna get right back to the Thunder.
Yeah, Browns are just in a shit show, a shit fire, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they're a terrible team.
They're not the best.
Terrible team yet again. I have talked to Marcus about this. Their GM was once a fucking GM of an enterprise rent-a-car, and now they expect that man to run a football team. I just can't think about it. Anyway, we're on to the next thing. Marcus, you've been waiting for it. I know you want to talk about it. We're going to get to the World Series. Tell me, what were your thoughts on an 18-inning game yesterday, brother?
All right, and I was kind of thinking about it because I heard a lot of people saying that might have been the best game ever postseason across all sporting platforms, and I almost do agree. But it's insane to me that the Dodgers have done this before in a World Series. 2018, they did this. In 2018, they did it against the Red Sox. Game 3 went to 18 innings, walk-off home run, won the game. So they've done this twice. Kind of insane just because it is the fucking World Series and it's going 18 innings.
I think the Jays are going to take it, though. I take the Jays to win it just because they have been talking about how the Dodgers are ruining baseball. The Dodgers are terrible to baseball. They ruin it all.
I agree.
And I agree. Fuck that team from LA.
They spend they have too much fucking money. It just doesn't make sense. Like the shit they're doing, the shit they're pulling off. Same with all the other bigger teams that have the bigger spending money. It just doesn't seem right. But we'll see. Because right now the series is Is the series tied?
The series is tied 2-2.
I'm liking it.
Series is tied 2-2. We got the Blue Jays who took a dub tonight, 6-2. Every time they win with conviction.
Yeah, like they're really showing that they're
they really do. So whenever, where is Marcus? I believe a paragraph is going to come up. If you believe a paragraph is about to appear on my screen, type a LOL in the chat, type a what's up, type Marcus, hurry the hell up. But here's the thing. I believe that we are going to be seeing the Blue Jays win it all. I believe Blue Jays win it all. They win it with conviction. They go out there. They outplay them. I mean, they won the first game, I believe, by what? In the 5th inning. They scored 9 runs in the 5th or 6th inning. I think the Blue Jays are the team to beat. I really do. I mean, LA is not showing that they have it. They're keeping pace, but I just don't think that they have what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 of the World Series, they won 11-4. Like, if the Blue Jays go on a hot streak, they're going to go on a hot streak. But at the same time, I think I talked about this with Marcus not too long ago. It almost seems like it always goes to a Game 7. Obviously, the MLB loves that. They make more money if that happens. But I am pulling for the Blue Jays. Unfortunately, I like the Dodgers. My mom was a Dodgers fan, so subconsciously I do root for them a little bit. But they won it last year. We don't need a back-to-back Dodgers World Series. LA fans are fucking annoying across the board. I really don't want to see them win, but they might. They do. In my opinion, the Dodgers do have a better team. But do they have more heart? That's what it comes down to.
We're losing on
Who's
Marcus.
Gonna win
Where
it?
is Marcus?
Come on, Marcus.
I don't know
Talking
if Marcus
about
is
baseball.
even here. Let me text him. I'm gonna let him know that we're talking baseball. I'm gonna.
You need some Coke, man? I hope you're talking about Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Where's Marcus? Anybody know where Marcus is? I need Marcus to talk here.
He's the baseball guy. I don't know, but Freddie Freeman obviously hitting that walk-off home run in the 18th inning
pisses me off. I wish the Blue Jays would just smack him. Honestly, when it comes to anybody in California, I fucking hate California. I wish that thing would get fucked. I wish the icebergs would fall, the water would raise 2 fucking feet, and just take California with it.
The San Andreas fault line?
Oh, yeah. San Andreas fault line, done. California can fall completely. There's not a single team I want out of there. The only thing that I need from them is Justin Herbert. If you can keep Justin Herbert safe and Puka Nacua, we're okay. So when it comes to that, like we were saying, Marcus, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, you don't know. Madison Beer can stay. I'm cool.
Marky Mark, we were just talking about baseball. You may have missed it, but we were saying Blue Jays are going to win it all. Blue Jays are going to win it all. They're playing with conviction. They're a poised team. They're showing up like they know what's up.
The games that the Blue Jays are winning, like you were saying, it's with conviction. They're really showing like we're going to win this game. Let's see though. We're going to see what happens. When's the next one? Tomorrow?
When's our
Tomorrow
next
5
baseball
p.m. for
game,
baseball?
Marcus? I think, hold on, sorry, I'm a little blurry-eyed. I think they take it, but it will depend on tomorrow's game. I believe tomorrow's game is just going to be
it's going to be a big
Toronto
game.
Blue Jay win. I think that Shohei Ohtani is scared. He's tired, and he's never faced adversity. And right now, we're building character. That's what me and my partners say. Me and Brittany Lee. We always talk about building character, and I don't think LA has it. I don't think LA has character.
They just have money. No character, just money. After tomorrow's game, they go back to Toronto. I like that a lot. Especially if the Dodgers do win tomorrow, they go up to they're going to be leading the series 3-2 if they do win tomorrow. But I do like that they're going to be going back to Canada.
Canada.
That's really going to help them out. I think they need their home crowd. I do think LA is the better team. I don't know a shit ton about baseball, but I do think they're the better team because they do have the more money. But
they absolutely have more money.
Yeah.
Let's bet against the odds here. We're going to add a new segment right now after I just looked over at Cole's screen. We're going to call it betting against the odds. We have a 38.3% chance that the Blue Jays win tomorrow. Okay? Are we betting against these odds? Are we betting against these odds that the Blue Jays have a 38.3% chance to win?
I bet against that shit. Fuck it. They just came off of a hot game tonight. Beat him with some conviction. It wasn't like a one-run game. They're going into they're tied 2-2. I think that's a little bit of an insult to say they only have a 38.3% chance considering the game is tied.
You know, 38% chance and you're in the World Series? What am I watching? A fucking Dallas Cowboys versus fucking Chiefs game? What is this? That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't agree with that. But obviously, I don't know who the starting pitchers are going to be for tomorrow night. I don't know any of that kind of stuff right now. I can definitely dive into it, but
like I said, I don't know baseball all that much. Does Ohtani only throw heat, or does he actually have technique? Marcus, I need to know, does Ohtani throw heat only, or does he have technique? Blake Snell, isn't he from Reno, Nevada? No, Robbie Snelling.
Freddie fucking Freeman.
Who's Blake Snell? Who's Blake Snell? Where's he from?
Yeah, I agree, Marcus. I just think, first off, fuck Freddie Freeman. I'm cool with that one. But yeah, I think the Blue Jays going back into Canada is going to help them a lot. Just having the fan base surrounding them, I think it's going to give them that little extra push. I really hope they win it. I mean, I just don't want to see the Dodgers back to back. There's no point for all that shit. It kind of like we were all saying. I think it kind of ruins the sport when the Dodgers are constantly just fucking succeeding.
I fucking hate them.
It's just a little bit repetitive, and it needs to kind of get snipped, I think.
All right, and I also do want to know your guys' opinion. What the Blue Jays are doing is making their starters throw so many pitches that they make the Dodgers go to their bullpen in the 6th inning. So, what does that mean?
They found their weakness. The Blue Jays I essentially believe by that, they're meaning like Blue Jays are probably, a lot of contact hitting, so a lot of foul balls. They're getting their pitch count up by the 6th inning, so they're already getting replaced. They're gonna target the weaker part of their bullpen towards the later end of the series.
Okay.
Just because they're forcing them to, they're a contact team, like Marcus said. They're hitting the ball a lot. They're diving into their pitch count early into the game, which is definitely just going to benefit them in the long run.
Well, fucking, there we go. I don't believe the Dodgers are the team to beat anymore. I believe the Dodgers are going to fall off. Hear me out. I don't know much about baseball. Blue Jays have a fucking solid bullpen, and I'm going to agree with you right off the bat. I think we all need to be worried about the LA Angels.
Well, yeah, the bullpen wasn't a weakness last night. Yeah, obviously, but they went into fucking 18 innings. But that bullpen might be a problem into the future games now. So we'll see. We will see.
Flying out of nowhere. Angels are sad, and I know. But I'm telling you to watch out for them. Just remember.
I'm a fucking A's fan.
By
so.
2027, the Angels are going to be in the finals. I'm calling it
The
right
finals.
now. The championship chip. They had the best baseball team before Otani.
Mike Trout?
Mike Trout?
Mike Trout!
Mike Trout! Can I get a Mike Trout? We got a Mike Trout mention.
Yeah.
But okay, so.
Fuck Otani. I'll say it right now, fuck Otani.
You can tell me, guys, right now. You can tell me yes or no. I do have the notes. I did the study. I did what I needed to do. But do we want to hear about hockey and basketball? If not, you can tell me to get bent. We'll move right on to the next status.
Yeah, do you guys have any interest in listening to us talk about basketball and hockey?
Basketball and hockey, I've got it up. I've got some good stats. I've done my studying. I am a Detroit Red Wings fan, but the Tahoe Knights are sick. I unfortunately had nothing to do with the Tahoe Knights.
I've never been to the Tahoe Knights game. I've been to the Reno Ice Raiders game. That shit's fun. I do like hockey for that reason. Seeing them live is insane. Just learning the rules of hockey has been really fun for me. It's a new sport. It's literally just like fucking soccer on ice and fighting, so it's pretty dope.
Back to baseball. Sorry, Marcus. We were already in baseball when you were gone. We were waiting for a paragraph. You just weren't here. Well, when we go to baseball, tell me more. Tell me more. We will answer your questions, but we are going to move on to the next segment, which will be my fantasy football segment. Welcome in to the fantasy football segment while my man takes himself a little potty.
A little potty break.
Fantasy football, I don't know if you guys are in it right now. If you guys are still in it, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. I know multiple people are in multiple different leagues, as am I. Now, if you have a couple of players, these are players you want to sell while they're high and you want to get rid of them. I believe that if you have yourself a Romeo Dobbs, he's the #1 target right now due to Christian Watson being hurt, and they're still training the #1. They're still training the #1 overall draft pick, which happened to be my main man, Matthew Golden. He's just not building it up right now. He needs another year to rebuild. Yet again, Nick, I know you're still in here, and I have yet to see your follow come across the screen, just to let you know. But get rid of him if you can. Romeo Dobbs, you can sell him high. He's had 3 or 4 good weeks. I don't think it will sustain going into playoff season. The reason I don't think it will sustain is because Romeo Dobbs will take a fall when Josh Jacobs is 100% hurt. So get rid of him. Tell him to get gone. Try and trade him. You could probably get somebody, similar to like a Stephon Diggs out of there. If somebody else has a Stephon Diggs, you can get rid of him. Get something high like that. The next guy you can sell at a high right now, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift, most people you can get 2 mid-tier players for him. If you need a wide receiver, if you got running back depth, go ahead and sell DeAndre Swift. You could probably get someone else that could help you guys out there. Thank you, Nick, for finally dropping a follow. Thank you for that. But yeah, no, DeAndre Swift, he's starting to really build his character development. I mean, he's honestly been out there for a while. He's been playing. He played originally for the Detroit Lions, and now he's over there with the Chicago Bears. When it comes to DeAndre Swift, he's becoming better with vision. He really can see a lot more. He's being able to build up his just running back repertoire. He's the #1 clearly over there. I think the Bears are a team that you want to beat, actually. And the Bears had a rough loss, and I think they could have won that game. I think Caleb Williams just panicked in a high-stress situation. But if they learn how to run out the clock, especially having DeAndre Swift, you get a good win there. If you have anybody on the Carolina Panthers, you want to get rid of them. Carolina is on the downswing. Their offense has been found out. Rico Dowdle is not the guy after he showed that he can run for 200 yards twice. As a Dallas Cowboy fan that had him for 5 years, I know what he's worth, and he's worth a bag of chips. If you can try and get rid of Rico Dowdle, do it ASAP. Derrick Henry. Get rid of Derrick Henry. I know, Rico only got like 5 touches. He's going to fall off. They're going to go back to their main man. Get rid of Rico Dowdle if you can while people are still not paying attention. I know some of you are here. But yeah, you got to get rid of Rico Dowdle. He's still average 6 yards per carry. I'm telling you, they have an offensive line over there, but they don't have the quarterback. Right now, as soon as fucking what's-his-name comes back, And oh my God, what is the quarterback
For who?
for the Carolina Panthers?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. As soon as Bryce Young's back and they get rid of their backup, they're not going to be throwing it to him right now. The Red Rocket, he's not going to be there anymore. So that's a guy you want to sell while it's high. Another person you could sell right now that's really actually showing off and on is Woody Marks. You have Woody Marks, get rid of Woody Marks. Try and get somebody good. You could probably fleece somebody in some of your leagues for Woody Marks. If you manage to get Woody Marks, you could probably get away with stealing like a, like a Chase Brown or a Zach Charbonnet, a guy who's going to get a touchdown per game. Woody Marks is so unpredictable. And as we said, actually, Jonathan Taylor, we did believe that Jonathan Taylor was MVP favorite. I say that. I believe MVP Jonathan Taylor. If you guys want, you can trail me. Put $5 on Jonathan Taylor as your MVP vote. I actually have not bet it. Don't trail me because I'm not betting it. But Mixon will not be coming back this year. That's 100% not going to happen. Woody Marks will be the guy eventually, but I just don't believe yet. Now, if you can somehow
Dolphins
steal booty, if you can somehow steal booty off of somebody in your fantasy leagues, or if he's still on your waiver wires, that's a guy you really need to look out for. I believe he's going to be somebody that's going to be a problem here in the coming days because they have definitely been studying hard on the main man.
What do you think about Jacoby Myers?
Jacoby Myers. If you guys do want to pick up a good waiver wire claim, Jacoby Myers is probably good. They do have him questionable. I believe he will be traded, but if
what
he
do you
gets
think,
traded,
though? Yeah, I only say that because I feel like he's not been playing with as much like intent, just because he requested a trade, they denied it, and now he's kind of on that chopping block. I don't know. We'll see how he does play. He might not be playing with all the passion he has. Plus, Smith is not the best quarterback, so we'll see. And they might be starting O'Connell.
They might be starting O'Connell.
They might be.
I did want to let you know, guys, if there's anybody available from Indianapolis Colts, you just need to take the Indianapolis Colts. Just pick anybody up.
Another decent one, though.
Amazing.
Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett just got traded to the Raiders.
Tyler Lockett to the Raiders. I actually was talking to my dad originally in the year. Tyler Lockett, I thought was going to be amazing with Cam Ward. I really thought Cam Ward was going to pop off.
But now he's going back to a quarterback. That's if the Raiders do start Geno. They have history. They have history of playing together with Pete Carroll as well.
Yeah, so
Pete Carroll loves Tyler Lockett. Like, Pete Carroll's going to want to target Tyler Lockett.
I don't think that the Colts are going to be a fluke in the playoffs. And I tell you this because they do have the MVP on their team in Jonathan Taylor. That guy's averaging 5.9 yards.
And you can just tell the coaching and the ownership is involved. They're involved.
Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to be there. The Colts organization is hot. I mean, you typically would get your first. You typically get your first loss like they did when they were 3-1 or 4-1. I can't remember exactly. And you fall off. They have not fallen off.
No.
They have not fallen off the wagon. They've rose to the moments. They played against great teams and showed up. So I think the Colts are my Super Bowl favorite. I think the Colts are the way to go.
I think
if you want to buy in on a Colt, if you guys are bettors, which I'm not necessarily a bettor, the Colts to win the Super Bowl.
They're maybe not Super Bowl good, but the nice part about the Colts is they have the balance. They have the good defense with a good offense, the balance.
A stat that you guys may not know actually recently is if a team has a top 5 tight end, they're more than likely to win the Super Bowl. It's happened with the Chiefs. It has happened with the Eagles. They have Dallas Goedert. It's happened with the Patriots when they had Gronkowski. And
the Niners obviously they didn't win it,
but
they have Kittle. They're making it too. Yeah, I agree. I think a tight end's a pivotal point on every team.
And they have a tight end because I have in fantasy football. If you guys don't know who's out there, Jalen Warren is the guy. Keep an eye out for Jalen Warren, a quarterback to look out for because he will be coming back off of injury. Is Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray will be coming back, I believe.
Did you see all the shit about that?
Oh, yeah, he only got hurt because of Battlefield.
Yeah,
he played his Battlefield. He got it done. He got that out of his system. He's ready to come back and play some ball.
He does that shit every year in new fucking either Call of Duty or any first-person shooter drops. He gets hurt.
Oh, yeah.
He has to go play. Don't forget Kyler Murray signed up with FaZe for a little bit, so he's definitely a little gamer nerd.
Marcus, I do want to let you know as well. Marcus, I do want to let you know that coming. You don't really have to worry about Arizona. I told you Arizona was going to be at least an 8-win team. They will be an 8-win team. They do play in a very hard division. They just didn't have Kyler Murray. However, without Kyler Murray, I can't think of the backup's name right now, but he played some fucking ball.
Well, and you guys got a really good tight end in McBride. That's going to help the team a lot, like we were just saying, with the top 5 tight end. I don't know if he's really a top 5, but he's top 10 in my opinion.
Marcus, you are correct. The Texans have the defense that you want to be scared of, and that's because they did come. So the 49ers had the best defense about 3 years ago. They got rid of their head coach or the defensive coordinator and sent him over to the Texans. The Texans built him up. They had 2 really good seasons. They really drafted well. They've got an amazing draft class over there with the players that they have. And yeah, they're playing great over there. I think the defense is the way to go. Texans are great. The Jaguars came off of some pretty weak teams, but yeah, Brisket was Jacoby Brissett. Oh my God, Brisket. Brisket was the guy. He was really good. He was playing really well. He was playing with some good poise in the pocket. He comes out every now and again and he shows what's up, but he does choke in the clutch moments. And that's exactly what he did last week. He choked up in the clutch moment. Now, when it comes to, or he didn't play last week. Sorry, I meant against Green Bay, and they should have won that game. Like I said, if you are a Arizona fan, you have nothing to worry about. You are 1 season away from being a contender. I promise. I promise. So that's another one you should watch out for. If you don't have him in your league, which Matt, he's not here tonight, but Matt, he does have him. You should look out for Christian Watson. Christian Watson is off of injury.
He's on the Packers?
He's a Packers, and he's their deep threat. They got Christian Watson.
When is Jalen Reed going to come back?
Jalen Reed. Jaden Reed is out for the season. Jaden Reed is done.
So well, shit. He's on my team.
He's got a collarbone, but you're good there. Now we can, like I said, nobody really told me anything about baseball or basketball or hockey. We can talk about those, but we really do not have to.
Basketball is just a drama sport. Obviously, they have this fucking big old drama going on with the gambling ring and I don't know what the fuck's going on. But the NBA, I've watched some clips of like certain players that got involved in that. And you can easily fucking tell they're throwing the game. It's pretty fucking bullshit. But I've never really been a fan of the NBA. I think it's a fucking pony league. I think it's a bunch of sissies or a bunch of fucking floppers.
They are.
I've just never really liked it. And it's just the NBA. I've never been a fan of it. I don't know what you guys think, but NBA is kind of a pony league in my opinion.
Who's going to make the biggest trades? Are you talking NFL or NBA? Because NBA, it's too soon to tell. Their deadline is not coming.
I mean, the pros' biggest trades right now. I think
the Raiders need to move in every single way possible. I think the Cowboys give up a first-round pick and they send over some money to the Raiders. We could grab, what's his name off the line?
Oh, Max Crosby.
Max Crosby. I know we just got rid of Micah Parsons, but Max Crosby versus Micah Parsons, are you kidding me? I'd take fucking Max Crosby any day of the week. That guy's an animal, he's a beast, and if you get him on a team that has value, he will be so good.
My favorite part about him, knock on wood, is that he's remained healthy. He's not been battling injuries like seemingly so many other players.
So the trade deadline is November 4th. Yep. We're coming up on it. It is by 2 o'clock. There needs to be trades. You missed out earlier on it, Marcus. I know you're probably hanging out with the babies, the kids, whatever it has to be. I'm not a Copen Cowboy fan. Fuck you. We're going to put on the hater shades.
I'll tell you right now, Marcus, I think the biggest trade is going to be, what's his name, for the Jets, the running back.
The hater shades are on, bitches. You can't hurt my feelings.
Oh, I was going to say, one of the bigger trades I think is going to be Breece Hall. Breece Hall, I said this earlier, he's on a 1-7 Jets team. They're going to be needing to rebuild. They need it. And if you're going to get your value out of him, it is now. He's on the last year of his deal. He's a solid running back. He's been balling out. And I think he could go to the Chiefs. And if you're Bryce Hall, you want to go to the Chiefs. You want to go to a team that does have the shot of making it to the Super Bowl. So, I mean,
he still wants to be a Jet, though.
He does want to be a Jet.
You want to get out of there.
If I'm him, get out of fucking New York, bro. Do not stay in New York.
Anything dealing with New York has got to go. You're going to ruin your career. Now, we'll go into our top 10 standings. I would love to hear, Cole, what your top 10 are for the NFL.
The top 10 for the NFL?
Top 10 players from the NFL. We're going to start at 10, work our way back down to number 1, as you guys already heard my number 1. All right, I'll start it out.
You start it out.
Number 10. Number 10. We're going to start. Give me 1 second. I am so sorry. We're going to start with the Chargers. The Chargers keep winning. They keep having poise. All right, the Chargers have found a way to keep winning. They don't have a running back. They're down to the third. Kadami Vidal had himself a career day. Unfortunately, he will no longer be used as soon as they get. It's Breece. It's Breece, not Bryce.
Same fucking difference.
And yeah, no, Mike Crosby does not want to leave.
I agree with
the Raiders. Who's on the trade list? We'll go back over it here in a second. We got a good couple of players.
I'll kind of give you guys the bigger named ones that I think are going to be on the trade.
We have a list there. But then I would say the Chargers. I mean, they've got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. They've got a great defense. They have an amazing head coach. They're pretty injured. They're down offensive linemen, and they've still found a way to win. They've only lost 3 games, being pretty depleted. So I say the Chargers at number 10. Looking at number 9, the Chiefs have found their way into my fucking list. And I don't believe it's because they're a good team. I just believe it's because of their record. I can't take them out. They have been winning games. They know what it's all about. I mean, they're Super Bowl team. They're poised. They can keep doing it. They can figure it out. They do have Patrick Mahomes behind the helm. As much as I cannot stand the man, he can still figure out a way to win the game with his team. Next, we will go to the 49ers. Yet again, I hate a team, but we're looking at the 49ers, looking at number 7. And the 49ers, I mean, or is that 8? Jesus Christ, I'm lost. Anyway, the 49ers are the way to go. They've been winning without a quarterback. They have Mac Jones. Mac Jones isn't necessarily the guy you want to look at all the time, but they do have CMC. You can't take him out. They do keep rebuilding their team. They've got Kittle back. Kittle got his touchdown the first week back. They've got 2 great tight ends. And they've got weapons. They've got weapons all around. If everybody can start getting healthy, they are a team, and they will get everybody back by the end of the year. Looking at number 6, 7. We're gonna go to the Rams. The Rams are a dangerous team. They've still found a way to win 2 games without Puka Nacua, one of their best wide receiver threats that they have. If you lose out on Puka Nacua, I mean, that's basically. Hold on, sorry. What'd you say? I'm gonna read it. Feels like a little Charger says. The rookie high fades. Yes. And the Chargers, I mean, they're good. The rookie high does fade, but I mean, they have one of the best quarterbacks you can find in the game. He's been safe. He's been sound. He's been keeping it real. So that's our guy you need to look out for. But yet again, the Rams, they're the team that you want to beat. I believe the Buccaneers, 6th-ranked team, they've lost a lot of their weapons. Mecca Ibuka is getting double-teamed all day long.
You should open up other weapons.
They're down Bucky Irving. They're down Chris Godwin. They've got Tez Johnson. They got that man Big Dick Johnson out there.
Can't forget, too, Mike Evans. They're down Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. I mean, they don't have any weapons right now. Like
Who's their tight end?
Chris Otten. Or Cade Otten. Sorry, Cade Otten. He is a good waiver wire pickup as well. If you guys didn't know, the Chiefs are down, or the Buccaneers are down to nobody. They dropped from number 2 on my team list to number 6. So it's a big drop. We'll go number 5. We'll go with the Denver Broncos. Enrique, I bet you're happy to hear about that. The Denver Broncos are the team to beat.
I agree. 100%.
The Denver Broncos, they keep finding ways to win, and that's what championship caliber teams do. They find a way to win. They're number 5. So, the Broncos, they've got a quarterback, and Bonix, Bonix! Bonix, he is the guy. He really is poised in the pocket. He has no stress. He doesn't fold under those hard situations. He doesn't throw bad picks. He doesn't throw things like that. So, Bonix is really a good quarterback. I believe that they're number 5. If they can just stay competitive like they did this week against the Dallas Cowboys,
just a hard division too.
Against better defenses like the Chiefs or whoever they go against. Yeah, the Giants game was insane, and that's why I have them at 5. I know the Giants had that aura building with their man Scatterboom, Jackson Dart, but you should not.
Their fucking CTE backfield.
Yeah, they shouldn't have gotten that close. We're going to go to number 4, Green Bay Packers. They move up the list. I wish Nolan was here to see it because he does hate the slander of the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, I have said they're not that good, but they do move up the list. They do have Jordan Love, and they do have Josh Jacobs. Now, with the offense they have is explosive. They can really tear up a team. So, that's something you need to be aware of. Now, Number 3 team, I will say. Give me a second. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to ponder it. I've got a couple options here.
I think they're put in a pretty good spot.
I'm going to say the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions at number 3. They have had 2 losses, 2 rough losses, but they still figure out ways to be explosive, and that's what I like about them. The Lions are always a team that's never going to give up until the very end, and that's something I respect tremendously.
Honestly, I think that's a big factor with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell being their head coach, I think, has gave the Lions that new identity. It's given them the new motivation to fight, just like they've never have before. The Lions have been so notorious for being
terrible,
kind of that sad loser team that just had no fucking energy. They were flat-footed. They didn't look like they even wanted to be there. I think Dan Campbell coming in really did change the culture. I think the Lions do still have a good shot all the time just because the culture has changed.
No, Kraft, he did have himself a great day.
Oh, he balled. Oh.
He balled the fuck out. Tucker Kraft is an animal. He's a dog. Sorry we didn't bring him up. He was on injury.
And then real quick, Marcus, I don't think Burrow's going to make a late season return.
He will.
You think he will?
He will. Burrow will make, if they can make the wild card,
that's the
Burrow
thing. That's the whole thing. If their record to that point makes sense for him to come back, he will. If it doesn't, he's not.
Joe
and
Burrow.
I only say that a turf toe is not some like little shit. It's that whole ligament on the bottom of your toe.
And he had grade 3.
And it's grade 3. So unless the Bengals have a winning record, if I'm the owner, I'm not putting him in. There's no chance in taking the hurt if you're not even in playoff contention. So we're gonna have to just kind of wait and see how the Bengals kind of finish the year.
Is Kobe in the chat? Kobe, if you are still here, if you can go ahead and drop a what's up, because I'm dropping your team a big shout out. If not, I'm gonna text Kobe.
You're putting
right
the
now.
Patriots in second?
I'm gonna put the Patriots at number 2, brother.
Fuck, that's crazy. I mean, I can't. I'll probably put the Patriots at 3rd. So.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah, no, I put the Patriots at number 2. They've got Drake May, who has been an absolute. Hold on. We'll read Marky. But
yeah,
exactly
100%.
what I think if they're a close playoff push. And you know what? Here's the thing: they are a playoff caliber team with Joe Cool. They got him back there. They're still playing offense. I mean, they lose by 1 point because their defense just can't do it. And it has nothing to do with the offense. You should never be able to drop 40 points and lose. I mean, they dropped 38, they didn't drop 40, but they dropped 40 points and lose. I believe the Bengals are still a good team. They just don't have a defense. So, I mean, you can't really trade Trey Hendrickson away because if you want a chance, which I believe they have a chance if they get Joe Burrow, you need to have a defense.
We have 1 more week before the trade deadline, correct?
You do have until November 4th at 2 p.m. Yes, Kobe, you have been summoned because I have the Patriots sitting at number 2. I just wanted to let you know. Patriots are number 2 on my leaderboard list.
I have them at 3, Kobe.
Yeah, the Patriots are number 2. You'll hear his list here in just a moment. I believe Drake May is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. He's playing some great football. He's playing great. The only thing that they have as a downfall, honestly, the New England Patriots, is their running back core. I don't know why they aren't playing their rookie. They drafted this guy heavily, highly. They took really good care of him. I mean, they have 2 players that they drafted high that they're not using, but it doesn't seem like they really need them. I just don't know how you play Ramondre Stevenson when the guy averages a fumble a game. It just doesn't make sense to me. I've never once fumbled a ball, and I wouldn't fumble a ball even if I was in the NFL. But I just don't believe that the Patriots should be playing Ramondre. But the Colts are number 1, and it's without a doubt they have been playing with poise in the motherfucking pocket. They have Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones has been an animal. He's been playing such smart football. I don't know what they have in the juice over there in Indiana right now, but they have been playing so good. They've been playing complimentary football. I mean, all I know is my defense keeps giving me really good points over there on defense. And Jonathan Taylor, I know if you have him in fantasy, you are living in a happy boat. I did not think he was going to be the one.
I fucking took Jonathan Taylor this year in hopes that he would do exactly what the fuck he's doing. He's a dog, and he's been proven he's a dog literally since he's been in the league. He just needs that O-line to back him up, and now that he has it, he could be potentially an MVP.
But Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones is and honestly playing such complimentary football to his team. He's playing smart ball, and that's something he never did with the Giants. So
you were supposed to beat me, Zanny.
If you are playing on the Giants team, I know you'll never watch my shit, but just know it's not you, it's your organization, babies, and you'll make it out of there.
Literally, the only reason why I won in fantasy last week was because of Jonathan Taylor.
Oh yeah, I've always been a Colts fan. I've always loved Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was an OG Colt guy, and I just, I always loved the Colts on the low key.
I just root for any team that doesn't win a lot. Yeah. Like, if you haven't seen the team in it in a while, like, fuck, root for them. Why not?
Absolutely root for the team
that's why I fucking hate the Chiefs. They've been in it a lot recently.
Yep.
Fuck them. Why I didn't like the Patriots back in the day was because they were fucking always there.
Absolutely.
But now, I watch the Patriots, I don't have that same feeling towards them as I used to. I kind of root for them a little bit just because, they aren't the notorious best team in the league like they have been for so long.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to move on to his top 10. We got 2 more things we got left. We got week 9 projections. We'll move into the athlete of the week.
Honestly, my top 10 is... I'm going to kind of just make it quick. I got LA at 10. Mine's going to be really simple. I kind of agree with the way the NFL already has it set up. I think LA is in 10. They're just a pretty solid team overall as long as Herbert stays healthy and they keep playing well. It's really going to... I think this year in the NFL it really comes down to health.
Oh, yeah. The health is insane, by the way. The amount of...
injuries.
I'm going to pull up a team right now on fantasy football. My man
Gavin. While he's doing that. So
I'm so sorry.
I'll do LA in 10th. We're going to go... This kind of sounds crazy, but we're going to go Detroit 9th. Detroit... They don't seem the same this year as they have like the last couple of years. I really was rooting for the Lions like last year and the year prior, but something seems off. I don't know if it's because of the offensive coordinator not being there. I kind of just don't feel the magic that they once had. And this is kind of another back to one. I got Buffalo in 8th.
Marcus, hold on, wait, give us another 5 minutes.
Mine will be quick.
We'll be out.
Buffalo at 8. I'm gonna go Seattle Seahawks in 7th. I'm literally just copying their list because I think Tampa Bay is 5th. I think the Broncos are in 4th.
5th,
yeah. Broncos are in 5th. I think Philadelphia is in 3rd. I like that.
Fuck Philly.
I think New England in 3rd is a good fit. I think Green Bay in 2nd is a great fit.
Wow.
I like Green Bay. I think they look good. I really do. I like Jordan Love.
I fucking hate them.
Of course you hate them. You're not supposed to like them.
Fuck them.
But I think Green Bay does look really good. Like, unfortunately for you, but... I think Green Bay does look good, and then I do have Colts at 1. Colts at 1, they have the most fucking wins in the league, and they're proving it. Like, they got the best running back in the league, their quarterback's solid, their offensive line is great, their defense is not the best defense in the league, but they're just great. I'm kind of just following what the NFL put up this week. I really do kind of think they got it pretty accurate. The only thing I might switch, and this sounds crazy, I don't think Philadelphia this week is what I put them at last week. I think I put Philadelphia in 2nd last week. If I was to take anybody out of my top 10, I honestly might take Philadelphia out. They just don't seem the same either. But we really won't know. We just gotta wait and see. So.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're making it near the end here. We have week 9 projections coming up. It's going to take us literally no time at all, and then we have the athlete of the week. So this is a new segment we're going to be adding in every week. We're going to have record screens underneath both of us coming up at the end. I know, Marcus, I know you said you got to go, but we are coming to an end on the stream, so just hold on tight, everybody. We are literally going to be done here in maybe the next 5 to 10 minutes.
So we're going next week matchups?
Next week matchups. We're going to start Ravens and Dolphins. We're going to shotgun this. We're going to go Cole first.
Okay, Thursday night, Ravens-Dolphins. Ravens-Dolphins. I got Ravens. I got Ravens beating the Dolphins in prime time, especially if Lamar comes back. Even if not, I still think the Ravens are going to beat Miami in Miami.
All right. And I don't believe that.
You got Miami?
Go ahead. Keep going.
We're going to keep going. I got Chicago and Baltimore. Chicago at Baltimore. Or not Baltimore, the Bengals. Cincinnati versus the
Bears.
The Bears versus the Bengals. I got the Bears. I think the Bengals are off of a loss. They're not going to be putting up too much. I'm going to keep it going. We got the Vikings against the Lions. Vikings at Lions. I got Lions beating the Vikings only because they had a poor performance last week. And I don't even know who the quarterback's going to be going into the next week for the Vikings with Winston getting shoulder surgery. All right, and then we got the Panthers at Green Bay. The Packers. I got the Packers winning. You're at Green Bay. They've been playing really hot. The Carolina Panthers just came off of a fat loss. I do got the Packers winning that one. And then we got the Chargers at Tennessee Titans. The Titans are just not playing good, so we gotta go with this. We gotta go with the Chargers there. All right, then we got Atlanta at New England. Drake May's looking like him. We're gonna go with the Patriots. Patriots are gonna beat the Falcons at home. Then we got the 49ers at Giants. Giants are coming off obviously Scadaboo's injury, but the 49ers just came off of a loss. So we're gonna go. That's gonna be my crazy pick of the week. I'm gonna pick the Giants over the fucking 49ers. The Giants, you know, for Scadaboo.
Wow.
They're gonna do it for CTE himself. They're gonna win. They're gonna beat the 49ers at home. All right, Colts versus Pittsburgh. That one's gonna be a good game because they're playing in Pittsburgh against the Steelers. But I do still think the Colts, being that they have Jonathan Taylor in the backfield, they're gonna pound the rock. They're gonna wear down that defense. They're gonna win the game. They're gonna beat Pittsburgh. All right, and then we got the Broncos versus the Texans. I got the Broncos winning away, even though they are playing in Houston. C.J. Stroud's young. Bo Nix is younger, but I do like Bo Nix a little bit more this year. I think
They are winning games.
Yeah, I think they're just winning games. So we're going to go with Broncos on that one. All right, we got Jacksonville playing in Las Vegas against the Raiders. We're going Raiders.
Whoa!
Raiders are taking the dub!
Whoa! He's
I'm like-
lying. He meant Jacksonville.
Fuck no. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw 3 interceptions, mark my word. All right, now we got the Saints in L.A. I have to do that. I'm a Raiders fan. All right, we got the Saints in LA against the Rams. The Rams are going to win that game at home against the Saints. The Saints look like shit this year. All right, and then we got Kansas City against Buffalo midday. That's going to be a fucking
Buffalo!
midday Sunday game. I like that a lot. That's going to be a fucking amazing game. They are playing in Buffalo. Buffalo's going to dog walk them. That's what we're hoping for.
Let's go Buffalo! Buffalo!
All right, and then we got the Seattle Seahawks against the Washington Commanders, a.k.a. the Redskins. They need to go back. I got another upset. They're playing in Washington.
I'm fucking green.
I got the Redskins. I'm gonna keep going back to the classic name and logo because it's bullshit. They got changed. The Redskins are beating the Seahawks at home. All right, and then the last one's Monday Night Football. Arizona versus Dallas. They are playing in Dallas, and being that
Cowboys have not lost a game at home.
exactly, I was gonna say that.
Cardinals
so
lose this week.
I'm picking Cardinals losing, and because Murray is coming back off of the injury. I just don't think he's going to be playing 100%. I think he's going to be playing in that 80 kind of percent field. So the Cowboys are going to win that game at home.
All right, and I am going to shotgun mine as well. It's going to be real quick. I'll tell you everything I got. We're going to go Dolphins over the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. I say the Dolphins win because Tua Tagovailoa has found his confidence. That offense has found a little bit of a spark, even without Tyreek Hill there. They're figuring it out. I know Tua Tagovailoa has 10 interceptions, but he still is a confident quarterback, and when he can throw the ball happily, he's going to have it. He's going to have a good time. The Ravens, if they have Lamar, I'd give them a better shot, but I still think the Dolphins are upset, and they ruin the Ravens' season. They play spoiler. I think that's why it's going to be that way. Is the Ravens are playing, or the Dolphins are playing spoilers. Next, we got the Bears and the Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals. They don't lose another game by 1 point. They're pissed. They're coming off of another one. These guys on the defense have got to step up. They will step up against Caleb Williams, who has lost some confidence after throwing 3 interceptions and losing to the Ravens last week.
Sacking 3+ times, they're going to win.
We got Vikings versus Lions. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Lions. I know the Vikings have been playing okay, but the Vikings have been playing okay, but they have no defense. They have no personality over there. They keep losing every week. They can't find themselves. They do have one of the best head coaches in the league, but the Lions are playing some great games. Jahmyr Gibbs is a problem. Jared Goff is confident in the backfield, and they just cannot find a way to get the ball to Justin Jefferson. So they're not going to win that game. We get the Panthers versus the Packers. Panthers are pissed. As long as they have Bryce Young, they will win the game. If you see a game-time decision that it will not be the Bryce Young playing, know that I switch my vote over the Packers. So Bryce Young, Panthers. If not, it will be the Packers. Chargers versus Titans. Chargers will win that game, 20 points minimum. They won't even have their best running back. They're just going to walk it over all of them. Kadami Vidal is going to have another 200-yard game. He's going to feel real confident. We're going to go right into the Falcons and Patriots. Patriots, go ahead and put the Falcons but a step on their throat. The Patriots are going to win. They're going to drop another 30-point game. They've been just playing with such confidence. I do believe Bijan Robinson is going to have himself a game. However, the Patriots are going to win. 49ers with the Giants. I am not going to go crazy here. I know they want to win for Scatterboo. I know they want to win for the city of New York, but they won't. 49ers are going to pull off a win. They are going to have Mac Jones. They got Christian McCaffrey, and they're going to hand that rock over to Christian McCaffrey. Next, we got the Colts and the Steelers. You already know my thoughts. I believe that the Colts are the best team in the league, and they will not even let a minuscule defense like the Steelers win. So, not ideal. I hated the 49ers fans when I lived in Arizona. I'm not biased. Marcus, I believe you aren't. Give us a couple more minutes. I know you're hanging in there tight. I appreciate you so much. Everybody that's been in here tonight, just to let you know, we did not go under 9 average viewers the whole entire time. We had 22 viewers at a point. I just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here with us. I take the Broncos over the Texans. The Broncos have found their identity. They're not going to lose on defense or offense unless Pat Surtain is not in. Pat Surtain could be a problem. They did have Pat Surtain. I know his ankle was hurt, and then he had a shoulder problem. But if he's back this week, they dog walk the Texans without an idea. The next, we got the Jaguars versus the Raiders. The Raiders will not be beating the Jaguars. It will be a dog walk. The Jaguars find their way back into the win column.
Trevor Lawrence is gonna snap his leg.
Yeah, Jaguars are gonna go crazy. Saints versus Rams. Rams have Puka Nacua back. Puka Nacua is going to drop 200 receiving yards, and he's going to have 15 catches. He's going to have 2 touchdowns. Puka Nacua is going to have himself a week. Just be aware of that. It's going to happen. Chiefs versus Bills. We got the Bills going crazy. Josh Allen is going to show why he was the MVP last year. The Chiefs' defense has been good, but the Bills' defense has been terrible. The Bills find themselves an identity, and they shut down Patrick Mahomes with 2 sacks, and they are going to shut it down. They're going to get a win. It's going to be a close one, though. It's going to be 24-21. I believe the Commanders versus the Seahawks. It's going to be a Seahawks win. They're just going to run the rock all over them. The Commanders cannot find an identity on offense without Jaden Williams. Jaden Williams has been hurt over and over again. It just seems like a wash season for them. Yet again, we have Cardinals versus the Cowboys. Cowboys do not lose at home. Kyler Murray's coming off of an injury. The Kyler Murray Cardinals are going to lose this week. But they'll start finding themselves the week after when they figure it out. The Cowboys, they do get a close. It's going to be a tight win. It's going to be like a 3-point field goal at the end win, nail biter. We're going to have Brandon Aubrey go out there and kick a 70-yarder to catch a W. Now, that's what we got going on right now. Guys, I need you to hold on very, very tight. We're going to go into one quick potty break. Then we're going to go over the athlete of the week. That's our picks. You will see our video up on YouTube here in about 20 minutes. It'll be real quick. Give me 5 more seconds. I'm going to take a pee. We'll get into the athlete of the week, and we'll break down some film. Thank you, guys. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, are we back? I would like to let us know if we're back. We are going to be looking over here at our young man. He plays at Reno, Nevada. He is our quarterback. His name is Braylon Wilson. He is the quarterback of 2026.
He's a good old Reno Husky.
Reno Husky. And, we're looking at this young man. He's got about 6 minutes of film, highlight film only. He has been playing for the Reno Huskies all 4 years. He doesn't have a whole lot of views, but I believe he deserves to go play to college. That's at least, you know what, somewhat well.
What I've been seeing from him, he seems like a pretty poised quarterback. He definitely has some running abilities. But, you know, he seems like he has some potential.
206 pounds, by the way. Here we can break down some of his, look at him right now. His name is Braylon Wilson. There, hold on. Look at him right now. He's 6'2". He's 205 pounds.
That's like a solid quarterback.
That is a quarterback build. I mean, he's a little bit short. But
honestly, but he's still fine. You got people like Kyler Murray in the league
who sit at 5'11". Baker Mayfield is 6'1".
He's still a solid.
Just so you guys know. But yeah, this is our guy. We're going to be paying a good close attention to number 7 over here. This is, I believe, against Carson High School, who actually played some pretty good football.
Either against Carson or it's McQueen.
Look at him. So I don't know if you guys saw that. We're going to break it down here. But real quick, like, he snaps the ball. He's got a good motion coming across the screen. His offensive line.
He is immediately getting past.
His immediate line has nothing. He's also, it's a zone coverage, but look at this guy. He's going to be caught up right over here. This is a touchdown.
Hooks it to the back right corner of the
back
end
right
zone.
corner. Done.
That's a dot cornerback.
This is against Minogue High School, one of the best high schools in the league. And look at him, off the shoulder pass down the field. I know it's going quick.
It just speaks for itself. But here's a little read option play. Runs it right up the middle.
Right up the middle. He's got speed. Nobody's catching him over there.
Yeah, he's got the stride. He's 6'2". He's got the long legs. He's definitely gonna outrun you.
All right, we're going now. We're against Carson. Originally, he was up against McQueen. We're up against Carson Sentinels. Yet again, they're playing some good. Look at him. I mean, he is standing tall in the pocket, but he has also got some weapons.
I think this might be the play where he showed some poise. Just sitting in there nice and comfortably.
Dropping it. He wasn't worried about the rush coming around him. A lot of young quarterbacks, they panic out and they roll out when they don't have to. But you see this guy. He drops it.
Look at that. That's a dot.
Right in the bucket.
That's a
touchdown.
That's such a
lot of
good
NFL quarterbacks don't do something like that. It's called leading your wide receiver. Leading your wide receiver ultimately leads to touchdowns if they don't have to run backward with the ball. Yet again, he throws another rocket.
He's got a good arm.
In between. I mean, he's launching that bad boy.
Yeah, he's fitting it in between his
fitting
windows.
in between the tackles. He's really just letting he's not throwing hospital bills, and that's what I love. Yet again, I mean, he's launching it to the sideline. If you saw that, we're going to go back just real quick. It's a back shoulder catch. He's going to throw it right here. He's got 2 defenders in a window and a crashing safety.
And he just puts it
right in the window. He doesn't get hit. He keeps his wide receiver safe. That's against Reed High School. This is a good
Look at the dot. Just go back to that one real quick. He's got that window throw. Look at this between the two, between his corner and the high safety, and he puts it right in the money.
Right on the money.
Just right on the money.
I mean, look at that.
That's tight coverage, and
this guy, he's tall as hell.
Yeah,
he's ready. Short corner. He was there. All right, we're in the cop. We got a rush here. We're going against Wooster Colts. Wooster Colts are nothing to worry about, in all honesty. They're running deep fades. This guy right here is going to catch the ball. I guarantee it.
Nope. To the far right. Look
at him. He leads his receiver, and I mean, if you look at that, I mean, he's a young guy, right? He's nothing crazy, but I want you guys to look back at this. He's on the 30-yard line?
Somewhere about there.
30-yard line, and he drops that thing 40 yards, and he barely threw it.
It's a good throw. He definitely has the deep ball. That's not.
You see that? You guys were all watching him. I know you were. I caught your ass in the backfield.
Need a UNR game, boys? I hear you, Mark.
I'll break down a UNR game for you.
Yeah, we'll do some UNR.
We'll break down a UNR game if you want.
We could start incorporating college football. We'll probably do that towards the playoff time of the year.
Boom! Another dime downfield. Look, here's what he does. This is what a young quarterback that's good at the game can really do. Look how well he sells the fake. Look, everybody's going over here.
Yes,
nobody's paying attention. You see the pulling end? This is a RPO. This is what we call a run-pass option. And boy, did they sell the run. Look at him. Look at him. He said, what? What? What?
And he's got a wide open
receiver, and he leads him yet again while on the run for what we call
a touchdown.
6. A little fake screen option, and look at the wheels on him. You can't tackle him.
And he fought him to the end zone.
He cannot be tackled on his own. A little poise in the pocket, and yet again, what does he do?
Deep ball.
A deep ball into the end zone on double coverage, and yet again, where does he sit? He's sitting at the 47-yard line, and he launched that ball like it was nothing into the guy's hands at the 2-yard line. He threw a 50-yard ball like it was nothing.
He doesn't even look like he's putting too much effort into it, which is a good thing. That means he could probably huck it 60 yards. Look at Windows again.
Boom! Against Minogue High School.
That's a phenomenal throw. Obviously,
you see this?
Didn't catch it, but that's
Minogue High School. These guys are athletes. I mean, over here at Minogue, I remember getting my shit pushed in constantly. These guys are young. They're athletic over here at Minogue. You don't want to play against them. I love the way he sells the pitch and roll right there.
All the fakes. He's really good at his fakes, and he's really good with the deep ball.
But, I mean,
pass.
it's just over the shoulder. He catches his man. And yet
Another
again,
deep ball.
Fucking another 35-yard pass like it was nothing. Look at him. You see the collapse in the pocket? This is something a young quarterback, and the NFL, this is exactly what I was saying. You know, the quarterbacks, they see this. They don't have time to develop. They panic, right? I mean,
step up in the pocket. When you see your sides clapping, you step up, you scramble.
Most of the time, they run right out here. They have nowhere to go, right? You step up in the pocket. Look at him. And, you know, he could have kept his eyes downfield.
From the linebacker.
He could have kept his eyes downfield and get an extra 5 yards without getting himself hurt. He slid like a pro. That was very good of him. He's just got to keep his eyes downfield, and something the NFL or a college recruiter would keep an eye on.
Let's rapid fire this now. This kid got a little bit longer of a highlight tape. I think we're just going to let it play now. But just keep your eye on him. He's looking like he's got some talent.
RPO, and he's gone.
He's gone. You're not catching him.
You're even with the best angle on the field, you're not catching him. Now this is the hard. I'm sorry, I'm pausing it, but this is the hardest part to score. And if you're between this line right here, if you can score in here, this is where you make your money. This is where quarterbacks make millions, is in the red zone. Yeah. And look at him, right in the shoulder, catches him against the Carson Sentinels again. Drops it in the zone coverage. Wow, beautiful.
Right in the little window.
Now, here's a little, see, he's panicking a little bit.
But he's making shit happen.
But he made shit happen. He pushed himself up in the pocket a little too quick. There was a bad read right there. I don't know if you saw it, but the running back fucked it up the play. The running back is supposed to come right here off his right foot. He goes to the left. Fucks it up. Everything's fucked up.
But it's all right. He doesn't panic. He still sits in the pocket till last second, throws the ball.
Throws the ball, and guess what it is? It's a catch at the 50-yard line. Keep the drive going.
He's definitely got the deep arm.
And he's not throwing hospital bills. As much as that kid just got hurt, oh my God, he's getting rushed against Minogue, and he figures out a way to get a first down.
He's got the long arm, but he definitely's got the dink and dunks as well, which is what you do need to have. You got to have kind of the mixture of both. You got to be able to
look at him, the pump fakes and go for the sack, and he still ends up getting a first down on the right hand shoulder. You know what? That's a pick in 9 out of 10 high school games.
Oh, 100%.
Look at that. Sees it zone coverage and immediately drops to his check route. Zone coverage again. I mean, they can't figure out how to go man in this guy, so they're watching right here.
His eyes are looking left. He's still firing left. He's definitely still hitting his first read a lot of these throws, but he seemingly does have the ability to kind of progress through the reads.
Now, I don't know if you'll ever watch this, but I knew immediately if I'm a defensive coordinator, I go in at halftime. Look, he's staring the guy down from the jump. He had no intent of throwing anywhere else.
Yeah, right off the bat, he knew where he was going.
He was going. I mean, it worked out.
Which
right?
is fine.
He's got an athlete over there,
and he wasn't open, so he had every right to
touchdown. But he's not going through his progressions a whole lot. But I mean, he's just gone.
He's got the eyes. He saw right there that all the defenders ran across the field with that wide receiver, and he took it himself. He's got the eyes. He's seeing the play develop. Another deep ball.
Boom. Drop it right in the zone. Nothing crazy. A little RPO.
He's got legs, dude. He's sizable, which is good for him. It's going to help him out, definitely. If he is going to be a running quarterback, he definitely, being the 205-pound statures, definitely going to help him.
Look at that. A little moon ball. Moon ball. Hit him with the floater. Moon ball. Oh, shit. Look at him. Poised in the pocket. Dodges a sack. Runs forward. Gets around. And first down.
Yeah, fight for that first down.
Ooh, get off me, bitch, Another RPO. I mean, he's absolutely an animal over there.
He almost broke that one as well. Good tackle. Little scramble action.
And see, exactly what I was saying. You find your open man downfield, and you get some yards, and that's exactly what a professional quarterback needs to do. Someone that wants to grow in this league. Guys, I know we went a little bit further than we typically do. Yet last stream was an hour 51. This one's an hour 50. We're finishing up here. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I think we're good though. We can probably cut this soon. But this kid definitely does have.
This is our young man of the week.
He is our young man of the week. He has all the potential. He has the stature. He has the genetics.
It is his senior year, so we're going to share him out. If you guys know anybody that watches young football or anything like that, just, give it a shout out.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see a local boy kind of, go somewhere.
Look at that. Moonball. Moonball.
Yeah, he's got a cannon. He's definitely got the cannon. That still looked pretty effortless, and he threw it fair fucking way down the field. So.
Off his back shoulder, which is hard as hell to do, and he made an inaccurate pass.
Ooh, roll out to the left as a right-handed quarterback and still being able to hit that pass is
A
incredible.
little pump fake to a wide open end zone. Also, whoever the coach is over there, our offensive coordinator, is drawing up plays that just
work.
They're not running stick.
Well.
Run a stick. Yeah, and he just knows where the end zone is. He knows where the first downs are. He knows where.
I like the progression there. He definitely was looking at his left side, probably his wide receiver one.
Found his tight end.
Found his tight end right down the middle.
Look at the RPO. He found it. Look at the read. That was a blown up play. Only a fucking good quarterback like that can keep it
He's
going.
gonna pull it. He's gonna pull it.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm gonna go back just real quick. I know you didn't see it, but I saw it. That's an incomplete pass right on the hands.
Yeah, that's a complete pass with anybody that's
Competent.
holding on to the ball. I'm sure, it happens. Drops do happen, but I like him still putting those highlights in because it's showing, he still does have the accuracy even as wide receiver dropped it.
They're quick though.
Little tight end.
He knows how to read a zone, and that's hard to do. Reading a zone is actually what puts down quarterbacks 80% of the time.
Another good throw. Yeah.
There it is, guys. That's our young man of the week.
What was the young man's name again?
I gotta remember. Hold on. Oh my God. Braylon Wilson. All right, Braylon Wilson. He's our good follow of the week. He's only got 7 followers. We're gonna post his thing. We're gonna send a comment out to him, let him know he was being watched. He's got some talent for sure. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I know we only had 8 viewers at this moment in time, but you guys were great. It was a great stream tonight. We had a great time. We did hit our average all-time views. We also had 21 views tonight. Enrique, thanks for making it in. We missed a couple of you guys. I appreciate you guys so much.
Tune in next Tuesday.
Tune in next Tuesday between 8:30 and 9. It will start getting better as our work schedules are changing.
Yes, we will start doing them a little earlier.
8:30 is when we should be.
We won't be wrapping up at 10:30. Probably be wrapping up more around 10.
10. So. Yep, exactly. So, and it is already 10:30. Jesus Christ. Everybody, thank you for making it in tonight. I appreciate you.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
keep
appreciate
watching.
you. And we will see you guys later.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.